Hi guys, welcome to Merlin's Ears. Today we're back at SeaWorld! This trip we were actually only meant to be focusing on Universal Islands and Volcano Bay, but we couldn't pass up the opportunity to come to SeaWorld. We've got one day spare, which is today, and yeah, we couldn't come to Orlando and not come here and ride Icebreaker. So we had a bit of a palaver getting in, and we were trying to use the SeaWorld app to get our tickets, and there was various issues, but somehow, by miracle, we've done it. It's just gone 10:10, we're in the park. Neil and Harry are getting themselves a drinks capsule. I'm just going to go over to guest relations and get Harry's ride access pass, and then Icebreaker, here we come. We've got the ride accessibility programme sorted out for Harry, really straightforward. When we were last here in 2019, Harry was already registered, so they just checked his name. He's still on their system, so it was a really easy registration process. The ride accessibility programme means that if the wait time is less than half an hour, Harry should be able to go straight onto the ride. If it's more than half an hour, he'll get a time on the card to come back at a later time to avoid having to wait. So hopefully that'll make today a lot less stressful, and yeah, we should get the most out of our day here. Our first look at Icebreaker. Looks like it's going to be quite a fun ride. I don't know, I was expecting it to be a lot bigger, but I guess it's not the size that counts, eh? God, just been on Icebreaker. So as we were walking up to it, I was like, well, it doesn't look so bad, it's kind of small, doesn't look like it goes too fast either. Walk on, literally no queue at all, and I'm thinking, oh, it's a walk on, it's a new ride, it's not going to be that great. Oh my God, that was frigging awesome. I was worried about Harry because it's quite an intense ride. There's a bit of air time, there's a bit where it feels like it's always going to go upside down. It's fast, it's a lot faster than it looks, and I really did think that Harry was going to freak out. Harry loved it. I love it. I think it's my new favourite coaster here at SeaWorld. Neil wants to go on it again because he's not so sure. I think he just wants to give it a second chance. But me and Harry sold. Icebreaker is absolutely amazing. I'm so glad we came out here to do this because I really would have regretted it if we hadn't done. The boys have just dragged me into the wild Arctic to cool off. Ice wall. Oh, that's really, really cold. I might stick my face against it. Neil are going to see how they measure up. That's the weight of all of these different sea creatures. I'm probably the walrus.
96 pounds.
Ah. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting on there. Go on, Harry, you get on.
I'm taking my stuff off.
No, what, you're going to go on there naked?
No.
Just get on, go on.
I will.
Ooh, £91. There's a nice little walk through the wild Arctic. It's nice to see the sea life in there. So we saw the walrus, he was performing nicely for the camera. It's a welcome break in there from the Florida sunshine. It's lovely and cold. It is a shame they got rid of the ride at the end of it, but it's still a nice little walk through. Looks like they've got a new food outlet here called Altitude Burgers. Looks like Neil and Harry are going to go and check it out. It smells really, really good. So let's see if I can have a look at the menu for you. So there, you can see the menu there. Camera should be picking up. So it's basically build a burger. And then they have a Little Explorers version as well. Oh my god, that food smells amazing, and it looks like quite reasonable prices as well, so we might give that a go later. Meanwhile, Harry and Neil are heading into Sesame Street. Looks like Neil's just as excited, if not more excited than Harry about going into Sesame Street land. Harry's just informed me that this is too young and too girly for him to go on. I'm heartbroken. I managed to get Harry and Neil to go on the boxcar derby with me. Neither of them wanted to do that ride, but I thought it was quite fun, to be honest. It's like a little family coaster. It packs a punch. It's got a few little fast bits that I think we're going to struggle to get Harry to do much more in Sesame Street. It's weird because he's kind of at that in-between stage. Like he's probably a bit too, he's definitely too old for Sesame Street, but I don't think he's quite ready for Mako. So maybe we'll head over to Infinity Falls. See if Empire of the Penguins open.
Who's knocking on my can? You're right, Fluffy. It does sound like a herd of elephants out there.
So since it's a rather toasty hot day here in Orlando, we're about to go on Infinity Falls to cool down. You guys are going to go in a locker to take one last look at me dry, because I am going to be absolutely soaking wet in a minute. So remember I said next time you see me I'm going to be a little bit wet. I'm going to give the camera to Neil and he's going to show you how wet I got. Only part of me that's dry are my shoes. Oh. And here's the state of my husband. Thoroughly unimpressed. Turn around, Neil. Yeah, absolutely saturated. Harry kind of got off lightly, he's a little bit wet, but not too bad. Neil's just paid $5 to feed the sharks. As tempted as he is to throw me in there, he's got some fish instead. You got it then. They're going to fight for it then. looks like he's stuck in a hole and he's shouting help. Help! Help! So as you can see, I'm taking a nice rest right now because I have just done Mako. Last time I did Mako, I think it was around 2018, and that first drop, I kept my eyes shut the entire time. I managed to keep my eyes open this time, but oh my god, let's just say I'm a screamer, like literally screamed the whole way round. I don't think my bum stayed in the seat either. I felt like I was out of my seat most of the ride. Absolutely terrifying, but I loved it. Really, really loved it. I can't tell you what my favourite ride is at SeaWorld right now because Icebreaker was fantastic, Mako, fantastic. I don't know. My favourite thing to do at SeaWorld is to feed the sea lions. Neil's just gone to get the food and then I'm going to be lucky enough to feed them. Just hoping that my new friend here is not going to steal the sea lions' food. First up, oh!
Get Mary!
Noisy! Get the ones down there as well, Neil. There's two down there. Well, seals, are they still eat fish? Oh. All right, Noisy. Hang on.
You want some? Good catch. If he doesn't,
You missed it.
You want one, buddy? There you go.
So next up is Empire of the Penguin. There's a sign here that's now saying it's a penguin exhibit, so I don't know if the ride's running or if it will ever be running, but seems like it's just a walkthrough experience now.
In this frozen bridge of rock and snow, a gentle colony huddles together for warmth, community, and family. Time is running out for one little penguin named Huck.
Bundle up! It's time for you to experience Antarctica, Empire of the Penguin.
When your door opens, please exit to your left.
Look at those little fur balls, or should I say big fur balls. Those brown ones there are babies, but they're almost as big as some of the fully grown ones. Hello you! How cute is this one? Look! feeding the stingrays. So the tray of food that you get for the stingrays is $7, or I believe it's $5 for 25. Neil's grabbing a tray of food now, and then I'm going to brave putting my hands in the pool with all the stingrays. I do love doing this, but I do get a little bit nervous. Normally they get like little fish, but today they've got a shrimp. They're going up in the world. So I'm going to let Neil do the honours first, I think. Oh.
Nearly dropped it.
It is slippery. The feeding the stingrays is always such a fun experience. I don't know why they're giving out shrimp instead of fish this time, but because it was really slippery and it was an awkward shape to try and hold between your fingers to put at the bottom of the pool. You probably saw there I dropped one of my shrimps to almost dive in and get it. I leant over the pool a bit too much and now I'm soaking wet as well. I seem to remember last time it used to be only $5 a tray, so it has gone up a little bit, but it's still worth doing because there's not many places you get an experience like that where you get to hand feed stingrays. So yeah, it's definitely a must do when you come to SeaWorld. We're just waiting for our ride back for Icebreaker. We're going to go on it one more time before we finish up for the day. And while we're waiting, the Sesame Street parade was going past. We managed to catch a good amount of the parade. We're just in the Sesame Street shop now, just catching some air conditioning before we head over to Icebreaker. So I'll have a quick look around the shop while we're here. Just found the perfect t-shirt for Harry. That's his reaction to pretty much everything right now. And that's mine, the Cookie Monster. This onesie looks very, very cosy, but I can't think of anything worse right now in this weather. Be quite good for back home in England though. These were a really good idea. They're kind of like a Mr. Potato Head, but a sippy cup. Harry's got a penguin one from a few years back, but he's a little bit too old for them now, but you can, you know, change the feet and the eye fittings and accessories and everything. Well, that last ride on Icebreaker was amazing. It's definitely won Neil over now as well. The only complaint he had was that the sort of the seat restraint, there was something around his ankles that was hurting a little bit. I don't know, didn't affect me, but maybe because he's bigger than me, or taller than me, maybe it was affecting him a bit. The staff that were working on Icebreaker this afternoon were amazing. They were like real sort of like a good energy about them. They were cheering the ride as it left the station and when it came back in. Just made the whole experience even better than it was this morning. We've had a fantastic day at SeaWorld. Really, really glad we made the spontaneous decision to come today. As much as we love Universal, there's a real kind of relaxed vibe about SeaWorld, and yeah, we're about halfway through our holiday now, and it was kind of much needed, a nice chilled out day here. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier on, but also we got the tickets on the app because they had a special offer on, and because it's the Memorial Day weekend just gone, they had tickets for $65.99 plus tax, so that's how we managed to get some reasonably priced tickets for today. But yeah, no regrets. Fantastic day. Really, really glad we've done it. Thank you for joining us on this adventure, and we'll see you again soon. Bye!